My name is Vaughn Faison, and I am the tenor 1.
J.E. McKissick, and I sing tenor 2.
Jamal Williams, and I'm a baritone in King's Return.
Gabe Kunda, I'm the bass singer in King's Return.
Shake my window, sweet seducing sigh.
We came up with the name Rove. We were thinking about all the songs that were on the project, and Gabe actually, had the idea. So he said that I think that the album kind of had like a feeling of nature. Sometimes, people want to lock you into a particular thing, or like we know that we expect classical from you, so this is what we're looking for you to do. We pull from backgrounds of various genres of music. We all listen to a bunch of different types of music, so we wanted the album to be representative of that. So we're hoping that everyone enjoys it as much as we do.
We're kind of traversing through these genres, and it kind of felt like wandering.
The idea that there's this journey happening that doesn't have a clear direction necessarily, or even a beginning or end. This is kind of perfect for the journey that we've been through. Even the journey of us getting to the group, how the group was created, and the way that we started to put together this album. It just really fits.
These are the palettes, these are the songs, and these are the things that we want to kind of express, all a cappella. So that's what Rove, that's what it stands for.
Take me to your river. I wanna go.
Some of the songs we didn't get to record all in the same place, so not having that feeling of like looking over and like watching someone's breath or how they're moving with the music, having to do that in a room where it's just you and some sound treatment and silence, that can be difficult sometimes to just conjure that emotion.
Dealing with some people catching COVID, noise in our home, like people, we're still in the pandemic a little bit.
There were times when we were like, oh my gosh, are we gonna be able to finish this? It was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of the hardest things I've done in a while. Very rewarding, but it was hard.
The bridge over troubled water.
Some of the highlights of the project, Bridge Over Troubled Water, is probably my favorite song on the album. It's led by J.E., and he just did an amazing job of with the lead vocal. We recorded individually, so we kind of each did our part and then just submitted it. And so when we actually heard everything combined, his vocal performance was chef's kiss. It was just really good.
Reasoning as to why we picked the song Bridge Over Troubled Water is one that maybe J.E. will talk about a little bit more, but we picked that because it was a song that meant a lot to him. He had lost his best friend, and that was one of the songs he was listening over and over again while dealing with that. And then within the same year, almost the same quarter of the year, I lost my mom. And so that also had a part in that song being realized.
I remember driving to the studio that night, and just a little insider information. And to me, I actually lost my best friend to COVID last year. It's been about a year and a couple months. Every time that I would go to the studio or do anything special musically, we would always talk on the way to and from, and we talked about everything. So I wanted to tell him so bad, we're starting the album tonight. I was in tears, driving to the session, and then we were singing, and there was a couple moments where I was like, I need a moment. But I'll never forget how it just really came together and how I was able to use the passion that we had in our friendship to propel me musically. Jeremiah, I still love you, man.
We wanted to have a range of different feelings, emotions, tempos, genres, because that's sort of who we are. We have so many different interests on our own and as a unit.
Boyz II Men, and then you had Pentatonics, and then you have, it just kind of goes on and on. Take 6, I think, is definitely an inspiration, I think, for me specifically for this. I would be remiss not to mention them.
We wanted a sound that was really full, and we wanted it to feel warm. We wanted people to hear the music fully.
We wanted to make sure that we featured all 4 of us individually, So we've got, different songs that feature each one of us in different ways, solos, because some of these are really classic songs that so many people know, but to just put our spin on it.
I never saw the sun shining so bright.
It turned into like from 4 bars here to like yeah.
All out of my fear of scatting in
Oh my
front of her.
gosh, no. You would have sounded awesome.
One of the favorite
Did you
parts
remember,
about the whole project was working with Rosanna. Rosanna saved the project. So many times when we were stuck in the studio, she pushed us through, she pulled us through. She can lovingly tell you that was not in tune. She's great. I don't think that we would have Rove without her. When she would think we were going for the wrong note, she said, oh, that wasn't the note? Oh, yes. It was fine. Yes, it was fine. I thought
That's
you were...
not your part. Oh.
She was actually my voice teacher when I studied at UNT. It's really a really cool full circle moment that we were able to have her in on this project.
She's gonna get our vocals right. She's gonna be able to hear stuff that we don't hear and be able to communicate that to the engineer and to us so we can have an effective recording.
Sometimes there would be some musical suggestions that I might make, dynamics here or other decisions that I thought, ooh, let's try this. But in general, I think I was just trying to make the process very smooth for them logistically.
I was just like, all we need to add just a little. When you're with...
Shook an atmosphere.
But we all have like a genuine friendship outside of this. So, it's just cool to be able to go to rehearsal and, we just laugh and joke and, kind of enjoy one another, and then we get down to business. But, there are some times where we're literally together like every day of the week.
This group has become a really important part of my life, my everyday life. And my bandmates have so quickly become my brothers. And I just am really excited for everyone to hear this project. We have just put so much time and energy and focus and so much of our human capital into this.
I'll tell you what, we record this live, the ending, hop to it. One of the things that I love the most, how connected we are. I don't know if it comes through in the music, I hope it does, but we're really becoming family. I have full and complete confidence in these 3 guys, and I can't think of any other people that could have made this work for us.
Comment below or message us on how you're feeling about the songs. We worked really, really hard on this, but we didn't think we'd get to this point. But we're glad that we did, and we all did it by ourselves independently. Like, I'm glad about it because it sounds amazing, and it sounds like we did have a backing, and I think that's important and something not to miss.
How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love?